We have the Better Together event in Pokemon Go coming out today. So what we're going to go over is the top tips, the tricks, the strategies to make sure that you optimize everything that's coming at you in Pokemon Go. So let's get into the details. Welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. This event is starting on Wednesday, 10 a.m. local time. Some of you guys may already started, some of you guys it's starting soon, and that's going all the way until the 1st. All the way until Monday at 8 p.m. So there's many bonuses in this event that I absolutely love that are going to totally transform your XP and hopefully get you some friendship bonuses and move up some of your friends on the friendship list. This is a great time to be able to do so, so let's make this happen, guys. All right, the bonuses are going to include 2 times catch candy. So if there's any Pokemon out here that you do need catch candy of, this will be a great event for it. You're getting 4 times catch XP and then 2 times increase for friendship bonuses. So when leveling up with your friends, instead of just 1 day, you're getting 2 days. Unless they're going to change it, make it more, but more than likely, I have never seen them do that. It's always been just doubling it to 2, but that's still very effective because in the grand total of 6 days of this event, please make sure to open all of your gifts, send all of your gifts out for anybody that is not a best friend in your friends list. Even tell your friends that may be taking a break, hey, now's a great time for us to level up for some extra bonuses. This is a great event for it, so let's make it happen. And most importantly, the biggest tip overall is to curveball excellent throws on the first catch chance is going to be massive for you guys. So there's Pokemon in here that you will be able to catch. Some of them will be a little bit more challenging, but at the same time, going out there and making it happen is all that counts because 2 excellent throws is basically the same as doing 1 raid battle with a lucky egg for a legendary raid. That is so incredibly big, guys. So if you guys do want to see my 24-hour grind video where I personally do this in Santa Monica, California, you can check that video out up here. It is an impactful video to help you guys understand how much XP is possible because in 24 hours on Lucky Eggs, I did a grand total of 17 million XP. Yes, 24 hours, I did 17 million XP. That is over half of the way from level 49 all the way to level 50. So this is a great time for you guys to do this. And then we have Tandemaus and Mousehold making their debut in Pokemon Go. Unfortunately, these Pokemon aren't really good for anything. They're just really cute because if we're looking at the Mousehold in PvP for the Great League, it's in the rank 654, which makes it totally irrelevant, but that doesn't mean it's not cute and it's not something that you should go after. So that's all we need to know about the most important tips, the overview of this event, which then leads us into tip number 1. Tip 1 is all about the spawns of this event. So there's a lot of spawns going on here. We are going to be getting a whole bunch of them. We have the Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix, Diglett, Alolan Diglett, Meowth, Alolan Meowth, and Galarian Meowth. Okay, so the regular Meowth will yield you 500 Stardust with a Star Piece, 750, with a Star Piece and Weather Boost, 938. And the regular Meowth is going to be in partly cloudy weather. But the Alolan Meowth is even better. 750 Stardust with a Star Piece, 1125, or in foggy weather, 1406. If you guys do see these Pokemon spawning quite a bit or you get the weather boost, it's encouraging more of them to spawn. I highly suggest you guys use a Star Piece and go out and catch as many of these as possible because it is impactful for your Stardust gains. And let's not forget, Galarian Meowth is a relatively rare Pokemon. Then we're going to be getting Execute. We're going to be getting Wooper, Paldean Wooper. We're going to be getting the Zigzagoon, Galarian Zigzagoon, and then Combee, which is another Stardust boosted Pokemon, and we're also getting Binacle. And the Combee is going to be a 750 Stardust per catch along the exact same lines of the Galarian Meowth, and that one's going to go all the way until 1406 in either windy weather or rainy weather. So while each of these may not get the weather boost, maybe one will get it, like partly cloudy is more likely to most of us. And then you can make sure to go after, and I have a lot of golden raspberries from all of these Necrozma raids that I did this weekend and pretty much caught first ball with a Pineapple berry. So I have the capability of going out there using these berries and hitting a bunch of throws on these Pokemon to get a bunch of boosted Stardust. But do not forget, guys, the excellent throws here as well. And if you are lucky, you're going to get a Magneton, you're going to get an Alolan Executor, or you're getting a Clink. As far as excellent throws here, we're going to be looking at the Alolan Executor, easy excellent throw. The Vulpixes are pretty decent. The Meowths are also pretty easy. Execute is not. The Woopers are a little bit smaller, but they are doable. The Zigzagoons are definitely doable. Combee not so much, but the Binacle is definitely doable as well. So there's a lot of excellent throws out there. As far as meta attackers to use these as attackers, unfortunately none of these Pokemon are super relevant, but we do have some PvP relevant Pokemon here. The Ninetales in the Great League is going to be ranked 94 in the non-shadow with Powder Snow, Weather Ball Ice, and Dazzling Gleam at a 0, 14, 12. And then we're going to get it in the Ultra League at 102 with the same exact moveset at a 7, 15, 15 at level 50, and that's going to require 296 XL candy. And just a reminder, guys, if you don't care about these PvP stats, just check the timestamps below and skip over this part. We have the Berserker that's best in the Ultra League with Shadowclaw, Coast Combat, and Foul Play at a 0, 14, 15. Once again, level 50, that's going to require 296 XL candy. While it's not the best Pokemon, it doesn't spawn very frequently, so if you do find a good one for the Ultra League or even for the Great League, which is not super well ranked at 202 with the IVs of a 1, 15, 15, I still think it's worth to have it if you come across it to save it, because at some point it could get a moveset that would make it more relevant, and since it's rarer, doesn't spawn in the wild too often, and this is the case, why not just have it? And then we have the regular Quagsire that's going to be ranked 27 with Mudshot, Aqua Tail, which is the Calm Day move, and Stone Edge in the Great League at a 0, 15, 14. And then let's not forget about the Paldean going into the Clogsire, and this one's going to be ranked 18 with Mudshot, Earthquake, and Stone Edge at a 0, 14, 13. And that one does not require the Calm Day move there. And then finally, the Galarian Zigzagoon going into Obstagoon, ranked 77 in the Ultra League with Counter, Night Slash, and Cross Chop at a 0, 15, 13 at level 42, which is going to require just a little bit of XL candy. So with that said, tip number 2. Tip 2 is all about the raid battles. So we are going to be getting in tier 1 raids Hisuian Growlithe, Alolan Grimer, and then Unknown BNT. And I know I tell you guys, I'm not really the biggest fan of these Pokemon being in raids and raiding for them to try to get the shinies, because the shinies for the unknowns are in there. They have been at the Go Fests, so there are going to be quite a bit of people out there with them. So here is the situation. Like I talked about before, if you have a shiny unknown and you have that Pokemon caught, so shiny unknown and Pokemon caught, that would mean that you can trade it without having to pay a bunch of Stardust. And I think that you might need to have any shiny unknown, number 1. Number 2, you might need to have that letter as well, just non-shiny. And if you have one shiny and that letter that acts as a costume Pikachu, because what you can do for Pikachu, if you have any shiny Pikachu and then that costume unlocked, what you can do is then trade the shiny costume over, and it only counts as one special trade. It does not count as a unique shiny, meaning it's not 40,000 Stardust, it's only 800 Stardust. So this is a strategy for you guys. If somebody did have that, you could get the letter and then you could go and do it that way. Just want to make that mention. And I know I'm telling you guys not to raid for it, but some of you will. So the IVs will be 677 for level 20, non-windy weather, or 846 at level 25 if you are going to be raiding for this Pokemon and it's going to be in the windy weather. So those are the IVs that you look out for. And then as far as the 3-star raids, they're going to be all of the raid days that we have had in the past. We're going to have the Hisuian, Decidueye, the Samurott, as well as the Typhlosion. Okay, so for those Pokemon, if you guys do want to do those, you can, but more than likely you have friends that have those Pokemon already. So once again, if you do have the regular version and then you do have the shiny regular version and you do raid one of these and you capture one of these Pokemon, you can get the shiny traded for you without having to pay a premium. So that is another strategy for you guys to get around that. And then in the 5-star raids, we're having the Articuno. Remember, Articuno is going to be double weak to rock. So that is going to help you guys take that Pokemon down quite easy, fast. And then finally in the mega raids, we have the Swampert. Remember, Swampert is a ground and a water type Pokemon. It's a great dual typed mega for getting XL candy when playing with it. Not only that, guys, it's a very powerful budget candied Pokemon, meaning you don't have to pay for the XL candy because you can catch it in the wild and then you can power it up, and you don't have to do raids for it like you would with the Primal Kyogre. Yes, the Primal Kyogre is better than it. If you guys do want to check out that best of the best video, but this is a budget Pokemon and it does work as well. So those are the raids going on, which then leads us into tip number 3. Tip 3 is all about the field research that's going on during this event. Just as a reminder, guys, the Combee is in here. For the Combee, please give it a golden raspberry, run away from it, save it for a future Calm Day. That's going to be 3 times catch Stardust, because that will yield you the most Stardust you can during those days, and you can stack up to 100 tasks in your pile. So all you do is give it a golden raspberry. I say that because that's going to make it easier to catch. If you don't want to waste your golden raspberries, you don't have a ton from Necrozma like I did this weekend, you can give it a regular red raspberry, or you could even just run away from it and worry about that a later time. But me, the pre-berry helps me catch them faster on Calm Day when I have a lot of catches to be had, especially when I'm trying to optimize out on this Stardust. All right, so let's get into the field research. And the field research is going to be as follows. We have catch 10 Pokemon for a Coughing, Combee, or Tandemaus encounter, 520, 212, or 382. Remember, the Combee is the one that you give the raspberry to and run away from. We have Evolve a Pokemon for a Slowpoke, Galarian Slowpoke, or a Tandemaus, 525s or 382. Power Pokemon 5 times. I'm definitely dumping attempting this task. Do not suggest you guys do it, but if you do, Voltorb, Hisuian Voltorb, or Tandemaus, 432 and 382. Then we have Powerful Pokemon 10 times for a Vanillite, 443, Dino, 455, or a Tandemaus, 382. We have Send 2 Gifts to Friends for a Darumaka, 618, or the Galarian version, same IVs, and the Tandemaus, 382. Trade a Pokemon for a Tandemaus, or spin 5 Pokestops or Gym can be either a Tandemaus, 500 Stardust, 5 Pokeballs, or 2 Potions. And then we have research going on as well. Stage 1 is going to be catch 30 Pokemon for a Sneasel, complete 5 research tasks for a Marowak, explore 3 kilometers for a Raichu, earn 20,000 XP for a Yamask encounter, 5,000 XP, 2,500 stars, or a Tandemaus encounter. And then stage 2, catch 30 Pokemon for a Sneasel in the Hisuian form, complete 5 research tasks for an Alolan Marowak, explore 3 kilometers for a Alolan Raichu, earn 20,000 XP for the Galarian Yamask, and then 1,000 XP, 5,000 Stardust, and a Tandemaus encounter. And then if you're doing the Grow Together Premium Research, you have earned 10,000 XP for a Feebas encounter, explore 20 kilometers for a Lucky Egg, visit Pokestop on 5 different days, which is going to be locked here for 3 rare candy for 10,000 XP and 1 Lucky Egg, which will then lead you on to stage 2. But then we have 3 and 4, and none of them are discovered. So that is going to do it, guys. We already talked about those excellent throws, how vitally impactful they're going to be if you're trying to get to any type of XP goal. I will definitely use this event as getting myself over 700 million XP, and I'm really starting to think, guys, that level 60 will be coming in the near future. Either that, or what's going on is there's not nearly as many people getting close to level 50 as they would like, so they're trying to give you guys great incentives to be able to get there, and this is the biggest incentive because it's better than any Calm Day bonus, and it's going on for so many days. So even if you can't play for long hours each day, playing for an hour, 2 hours, being on Lucky Eggs is going to help you optimize getting to a downtown area, being in a place that has a lot of spawns, even coming out with a bunch of friends. Maybe you guys have been winning showcases or you have extra lore modules built up. Putting those lore modules down and optimizing is going to help you out tremendously. And just as a reminder, guys, we do have Dynamo Calm Day this weekend. So man, not only are we going to be getting the Dynamo boost on Sunday of 1/4 egg hatch distance, we are also going to be getting 4 times catch XP. So that makes this Calm Day one of the best Calm Days that we're going to be able to have because the spawns are outrageous on this Calm Day, which makes it worth your time. So please don't overlook this. Get out there, turn a ton of XP, and optimize. So there you have it. Those are all the tips. Make sure not to overlook this Dynamo Calm Day. I know that this shiny is not great. I know that this day is not very incentivized, but 2 bonuses and having 4 times catch XP. Guys, honestly, in that time, you can probably turn about, if you're really dedicated and you're really good at excellent throws and you just go all out, I would say potentially around 10 million XP. I know that might be an astronomically large amount, but if you can catch 1,000 Pokemon, a little bit over, you're at that 10 million XP mark. You have to run Lucky Eggs the entire time, but man, that is insane. So please make sure to share that tip with anybody that's out there that's like, I'm not doing Dynamo Calm Day. Well, if you need XP, now you are. Thank you guys as always. Love and appreciate you. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody take your support, subscription, participation to Excel. I'll see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and rating all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.